Hey, we here. We here. What's up, y'all? Live from the porch. Live from my porch. Make sure you get your tickets to my show February 25th at 10 p.m. Ooh, look at the moon. Fly me to the moon. Let me play amongst the stars. February 25th. Me live. The Comedy Chateau. I didn't put the tickets in the description, but I will soon. Ah, damn it, I knew I was forgetting to do some shit. I did not put the tickets in the description. But yeah, it will be me live February 25th. But what's up, y'all? Chat room, y'all there, chat room? Where y'all at, chat room? There we go. What's up, Big Lee? I had to make sure the chat room was working, man, because shit. YouTube got these new little bullshit ass settings to where it'll put your video in kids mode and niggas can't type. And I'm sitting here like, what's wrong with my chat room? But no, that's YouTube. What's up, Smoke Splitter? Yeah. Mike Jackson, Daryl Richardson. What's up, Devin? He said, good morning. Where you at, Devin Haley? You over in Europe or some shit? You in India right now? Talk some good morning. Where you at? South Africa? Hey Devin, your Facebook page be randomly funny. Like I'll be scrolling, you'll put some shit up, and I'll be like, that shit cracking me up. Are you in Chicago? It's almost 12 a.m. I'm glad you in here from Chicago because my Chicago people. I was talking to Corey Holcomb the other night on Monday night. I was at the Improv, and I should have recorded Corey. I was like, Corey, Beyonce said the queers was the only people doing basically the internet saying that they the only one that was doing house music. And Corey looked at me like he said, "Get the fuck out of here, man." Corey Holcomb is a goddamn fool. Y'all be that nigga is the same way in person. Like we in front of the Improv. This chick come out. This fool Corey was like, "That little pocket of belly fat you got right there look nice, sister." How you tell somebody they got a pocket of belly fat? Like Corey is one of a kind. That's a one of a kind comic dog dude right there, man. That nigga right there is funny as fuck. Yeah, yeah, man. That was so funny. Yeah, he is chill. Corey a cool motherfucker, man. What's up, Star? What's up, Quan? What's up, Frank Green? Hey man, hey Larry. I was talking to Corey. Corey gonna be performing the same night of my show. I'm like, God damn it. I scheduled my show on a night that somebody like I know that somebody I really wanted to come can't make it. I ain't gonna put their business all out there because I don't share other people's schedule. But it's somebody I'm hella cool with, and she's gonna be watching this video later on. So she knows she talking about that can't make the show. I'm like, God damn it! And Corey gonna be in Ontario that same weekend. I might go see Corey that Sunday night though. I might go see Corey that Sunday night. Hey Larry, if you down, there you gonna be. I might. I don't know. I might go see Corey that Sunday night. Yeah. Well, welcome, welcome, and get your candle. Before I forget, get your candles from lightthemood.com. Man, I don't be bullshitting when I talk about Jayla's candles, man. I love them hoes. When I say them hoes, I'm in the candles. God damn it, anybody. That's how I see. I'm a real nigga. When I really like something, I just get to speaking freely, and I be like, oh, that word probably didn't go well with what I'm talking about. I'm over here talking about some candles and using the word hoes and shit, but Nigga, when I like something, that's how I talk, man. I like them hoes. I use that. That's just a nigga way of saying something in the plural. Man, them candles is good than the mother. But, y'all niggas in here, y'all get me. Y'all know how it is. Y'all get me. But if it's any non-niggas in here listening, that's just how the foundational Black American communicates. You know, if you're not a, if you're any of my white friends or non-Black friends, the Black American speaks in a way in a figurative style language to where we exaggerate the things that we care about the most, and we tend to put extras on it because we have a descriptive speech. And for the millennial and younger Gen X, that's just a common way of speaking. When speaking in plurals and grouping things together, the foundational Black American male, the the freedman, the Black American, the DOAS or whatever you call yourself, we group things and we call them hoes. So sometimes I could be like, I could say, hey, I got a group, I got a bunch of apples, and my favorite apples are Gala apples, and they good as fuck. So say I eat 2 or 3 Gala apples in a row, and then I'm walking away with a smile on my face, and I'm looking more like, man, them hoes is good. Talking about them apples, man, them hoes, man, nigga, I can be talking about some people I left the party that didn't have a good time. I'd be like, hey, have a good one. Then I can also say, hey, man, them hoes ain't shit, man. What this? And then, like in the chat room, if I see Larry Goodwell, I'll be like, what's this hoe ass nigga doing? You see, 3 different ways of using the word hoe. But sometimes a hoe is like you like a group of hoes. I like them hoes. And then you got hoe ass niggas like Larry Goodwell. If you don't care, get the fuck out of here, nigga. How about that? What's up, Bossa Queenie? Good seeing you. I ain't seen you in a minute. There's always that one nigga in the chat room. We don't care. Well, shit. Go jack off to pictures of your uncle then, nigga, and get the fuck out of my chat room. Weird ass niggas. Anyway, anyway, we here. Oh yeah, time the motherfucker out. I don't like people that come around for attention. But yeah, you've been busy. I get it. I get it. I be coming on at all kind of weird ass awkward times. I wanted to come live with y'all earlier, but I was filming something with Precious earlier. Precious got this new show she's doing, she's working on, and she had me come down, and I did like the first episode. I'm honored. One of the first episodes, first season, some shit. It was like a game show, and we was drinking. That shit was fun than a motherfucker. Because Precious is ignorant as hell. Precious, oh, that's one ignorant motherfucker right there, boy. Oh, Oak Cliff, South Dallas ass Precious. But that shit was fun, so whenever it drop, I'm gonna let y'all know. What's up, Kurt? Well, anyway, we talking about, this has been reward week, award week. Larry, you know me. I don't think, I always got women doing everything. Like, I love, look, I give women more grace than I give men. I ain't, Larry, y'all in the chat room, Larry know. Like, Larry, I hang out with, like, and Larry live in Texas now, so I can't hang out with this nigga. I kick Larry, I call Craig, and I may talk to my man Malcolm every now and again, Steve. But I don't really kick it with dudes like that. Everybody I kick it with is women. You know how that go. I don't I don't like being around like dudes. After a while, dudes ain't talking about shit. And I love to talk. about all kind of variety of shit. And dudes don't be talking about a goddamn thing. So, yeah, Smoke Stutter said, I like you like you some Precious Smoke Stutter. Yeah, Precious is a genuine one. When I tell you Precious is a, I remember when I first met Precious. It's been about 10 years now. Hey, Larry, me and you was together when we met Precious, didn't we? What's up, Breeze Omega? Wasn't we together? Larry, wasn't we together when we met Precious at that comedy show? And the day I met, it was some comedy show me and Larry had in Beverly Hills, and Precious was in it, was on it. And that's when we met Precious. It was like 2013, 2014, sometime around there. Yeah, yeah, Brewdog Pub. Yep, yep. And she been the same ever since. She been the same ever since. But anyway, what we talking about tonight? Beyonce and LeBron both have had great weeks. This in the as far as the cards go, this is a six of heart week. Six of heart week. Six of hearts is all about balancing emotion. Six of hearts is the card of the day for Christmas, December 25th. You know, that's the card of awards. It's funny how, and rewards. It's funny how LeBron and Beyonce both broke records on a week in cardology, the week of the reward, the Six of Hearts. And good for them. Beyonce makes no bones about it. She doesn't lie about being a crossover pop artist, you know. And when you do crossover pop style music, you're shooting for the awards, you know. You're shooting to go number one. You're shooting to get Grammys and whatever Golden Globe. Golden Globes is the actors. Grammys. And what's the other one? The other irrelevant ass white award. What's up? The AMA American Music Awards, some shit like that. When you do crossover music, you're pointing in the direction of pop. And Beyonce has gotten to the top. She's accomplished her goals. And salute to Beyonce for accomplishing their goals. I'm always proud of people and happy for people for accomplishing their goals, regardless how I feel about whatever it is they're doing. I know how to separate how I feel about something from, still give congratulations, Congratulations to LeBron James for breaking the all-time scoring record. You knew that's what LeBron James wanted. LeBron James has always cared more about his stats than he has winning. And as you saw in the game when he broke the record, it's about let me get my numbers and the rest of the game be damned. So he accomplished what he set out to accomplish. And so, what's up, Clinton? Seven of Diamonds. It's funny you say that. 'Cause Seven of Diamonds has been coming up in my card spread a lot lately. Let me tell you something real quick. Hey, Quan, let me, mods, take me back to my space where I just left off. I'm going to answer this question for 1 minute. Mods, take me back to where I just was, talking about LeBron James and Beyonce. But no, Seven of Diamonds is a card of a lot of ups and downs, but major rewards at the end of the ups and downs. So if you're a Seven of Diamonds, I'm sure you go through a lot of ups and downs, and it'd be tough for you. But the whole point of the tough grit that you're going through as the Seven of Diamonds is to get through that shit and keep your faith, because seven is all about faith. So you got to be able to, you got to create your reality. You got to create what you want out of life, and then as you create it, you'll see that stuff come to you. But you got to create it. You can't look at what's going on in front of you. You got to create the world that you want as a Seven of Diamonds. Back to what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, y'all, for those of you who are listening to me. Sometimes I'll be breaking off and segueing, but just I don't even be looking at the chat like that. But sometimes when I look at the chat and something sticks out, I gotta address it, and that's why I don't look at the chat too much. When I get going, I'll easily go 30, 45 minutes on looking at this chat because You guys will say something interesting that'll get my ADD brain on to something different. You said, hell yeah, up and down like like a yo-yo, yeah. Your life path is up and down. But the ups and downs are there for you to create the reality that you want. If you're going up and down, that's because you're following someone else's reality. And you're going to continue to go up and down if you follow someone else's reality. You got to create your reality and be staunch about it. You got to create it mentally before you see it physically. Remember with the 7 laws, some people call them hermetic principles. One of the 7 laws is everything is mentalism. All things in the world is mental. And that ties into what we're talking about with Beyonce and LeBron James so beautifully. Because, you know what I mean? I'm going to start off positive. Before I get into critiquing and breaking down these awards, let's start off on a positive tip talking about LeBron James and Beyonce. We could tie these into the 7 laws of Tahuti or the 7 Hermetic principles. That's Hermes is what the Greeks, basically that's what the Greeks stolen version of what Tahuti was talking about going back, well, before it came in. Shit, Tahuti been around hundreds of thousands of years. But anyway, I oftentimes reference the 7 laws. And one of the laws is the law of mentalism. The law of mentalism is everything is mind. I'm sorry, mind. Let me be very clear. I thought y'all probably heard me say mind. No, not mind. Mind. Everything is mind. Everything starts in the mind. You create what it is you want. And the only way Beyonce gets to where she has gotten is if she created this in her mind first. This you don't win that many Grammys as fake as that fucking award is. I must say that award ain't shit. And me personally, the amount of Grammys she got relative to her level of music. Well, I'll get to that point. Let's stay positive for right now. Let's start off positive. Beyonce, for all ups and downs, whether you like her or not, she created a plan and she got there. Beyonce is someone, when I watch her do her work, when I watch her move, I know how spell magic works. Beyonce really be working some magic. And a lot of people, when they hear magic, you think it's some pulling the cat out, rabbit out the hat. No, 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 no. Magic, Beyonce really works it. And you can see it in the effect that she has on her fans. And so this week, her fans and LeBron James fans have been having one hell of a week. You know, LeBron James, LeBron James, he got that. The Nike worked that magic on you niggas with him. Like I said before, the greatest player in the NBA is always whoever sells the most shoes for Nike. That's who the greatest is. So LeBron, another person, he has everything, all the physical gifts. You know, you could tell you early on in his career, you saw LeBron James was all about his numbers. Numbers, 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 numbers. Numbers. And he got to the top. Points ever. So again, congratulations to LeBron for him reaching his goal. Again, all his mind. And he set out in his mind to get to the top. And he got there. Now, what does that mean for the rest of us? That's the key question. What does Beyonce having the most Grammys of all time, LeBron James having the most points of all time, what does that mean for you, me, and we? Why am I asking this question? I'm asking this question because Negro America this week has been in the whole tizzy. Negro America, you ain't been able to tell the Negro shit. The Beyonce Beehive, she won all them Grammys and she dropped $700 tickets on your monkey ass. And these motherfuckers is doing cartwheels to get to them shows. So Beyonce fan base, you ain't been able to tell them shit. How do I know? For those of you who follow me on Twitter, that tweet that I put up Sunday night, or was it Monday morning, talking about Beyonce thanking the queer community for house music, that shit's now had like damn near 2.5 million impression views, like something like that's I checked, like 600,000 impression engagements, damn near 750,000 engagements, damn near 2.5 million views, and it's been all day Beyonce. What's keeping it in their algorithm is Beyonce bots and Beyonce fans. I will say this: the majority of the Beyonce fans are actually bots. How do I know they're bots? Most of their profiles were created in the last year or two, and they have 63 followers. That's how I know they're bots. And they're all saying the same thing. They're literally all saying the same thing. You don't know that black people can be queer too? For those of you who don't know what I did, what I'm talking about, Beyonce, and when she accepted her award, said she wants to thank the queer community for creating house music. Beyonce says she wants to thank the queer community for creating house music. And I simply said the queer community didn't create house music. Black people created the house music. Black queer, black straight, black LGBTQ, black midgets, black tall people, black fat people, black short people, black people with hearing problems, black people whose taste buds don't work. It don't matter what your distinction is, you black. And but for the people who are real, it was like a whole bunch of like beehive chicks and queer dudes. He said all kind of dumb shit. And then we fast forward to last night. LeBron James breaks Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record. As these niggas on three niggas on dirt bikes. Them niggas is on dirt bikes. Those some nice ass dirt bikes too though. I ain't gonna lie, those some nice ass dirt bikes. Why they on dirt bikes at nighttime in the winter, I don't know. Well, anyway, what is a little dirt spot? It is a little spot around the corner that you can hit the little dirt goes in. Yes, niggas on the East Coast. In the South, LA does have open areas where people can hit they dirt bikes. LA still has open areas where the dirt bikes get to cracking. In the same area, people still ride horses. And yes, niggas in LA do ride horses. Back to what we're talking about. Well, LeBron James breaks the record, and he, you've seen this week all of the the bronzexual men just come on all the way out. Oh, LeBron James is the greatest. Who? You can't say he isn't the greatest now that he has the most points. Yeah, I can. This is how stupid LeBron James fans are, and NBA fans in general. Ain't none of these niggas ever considered Kareem Abdul-Jabbar the greatest player of all time. I have. You know, I've always said he's up there at the top. First of all, I don't think there is a greatest, but if I am going to say there's a greatest, gotta put Kareem up there. But the argument has always been Jordan. And when all of these last 30 years, and all these Jordan fans, all these NBA pundits, and Jordan is this, and I'll be like, hold on. But Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has the most points ever. And when he retired, he had the most rebounds ever, and the most blocks ever, and 6 championships. People are like, yeah, Kareem had the most points ever. That don't matter. Jordan's the greatest. So now the bar has always been that the all-time points don't matter. Now LeBron James gets the all-time points. All of a sudden, here come all these bronzexual boys. He has the most points. He beat Kareem in the most points ever. So he's the greatest. The math ain't mathing, fool. How you gonna say he passed somebody you didn't consider the greatest, and now say he the greatest? The fuck out my face. But that's how delusional these dumb niggas are. And a lot of these Beyonce fans, same thing. And I had a question. What if black American Beehive fans who put all this energy into making my tweet get damn near 2.5 million impressions and bronzexual boys to miss damn near a whole day at work arguing with me? Like, nigga, you got a job. I sit at home and work for myself, goddammit. And today was a slow day. You about to get ridden up. What if black men and women who follow these celebrities and defend them with all of their heart, valor, and honor, what if they put all that energy towards reparations? What if the women put the energy, because these ain't most Beyonce fans, this is tell the truth. The majority of Beyonce fans is in the South. They all over the country. The inner South black women, most of them college educated. Every goddamn black woman that's an MSW, that's a social worker. Like Beyonce sings for women who are in social work, and they got their little MSW therapy degree. You know, they make a little bit of change. That's that Beyonce fan right there, or the one that worked. Every black woman that worked for the county, or got a government job, or worked at the courthouse. When the black women that worked over in the DMV area, that got them high level government jobs that bring in like 170,000 a year. That's the Beyonce right. That's Beyonce's core audience right there. So she can charge $700 a ticket because she know these chicks make it. Now they in debt like a motherfucker from the student loans and credit cards because you make $170,000 a year, but you live in a $300,000 a year lifestyle. So Beyonce waits till tax season when you'll get a little bit of relief to drop them tickets on your ass. Could you imagine if the Beyonce fans pressured the school district to have a curriculum that's going to actually educate their children and stop this school to prison pipeline? The Beyonce fans, these are the mothers. What if the mothers had that kind of energy towards the school system fucking with their kids? You dig what I'm saying? Like, what about the men? What if the men have? Oh, shit! Who that? I hit that blunt. Ooh, I need a little bit too hard right there. Take a drink of this bourbon. There we go. So, so when it comes down to it, what if the men that follow LeBron James religiously, and these be the same dudes on my Facebook page, on my Twitter page, on my Instagram page, I'll put some Black History stuff up there, or I'll talk about something going on with our taxes as a nation. You'll never see these niggas say nothing. But the minute you say something other than LeBron James is God, here they come. Here they come. What if these niggas were as fervent about creating an environment for the black boys to have some sort of refuge, a place to go, some protection, walking to school. You got sons, programs other than basketball. to help enrich the minds of these black boys so they won't end up in prison. They end up in prison because they don't have nothing else to, they don't see another way out. So they make a mistake of the youth. And we as the black men, we don't really have a network that could do anything to mitigate this. What if we put all of the energy we put into this LeBron James madness into building some sort of a network safety net, or if you, or even if you don't want to do that, to promote somebody else's thing that's helping people who got something going on. Promote you got a cousin that's into some kind of helping people out, working with stuff. Promote them the way you promote LeBron James. You know what I mean? Get at your local senators, your local Congress people who are fucking us over. I emailed Stephen Bradford to let him know my disapproval to how the Bruce's Beach situation was settled and handled. I mean, I'm not saying don't be a sports fan. I'm not saying don't have your favorite player. I'm not saying don't buy your Beyonce. Matter of fact, if you can afford $10,000 Beyonce tickets, buy them. I don't give a fuck. Ain't my goddamn money. If you want to put your Beyonce tickets on a credit card and still be paying them motherfuckers off her next tour when they come around, fine by me. I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna judge you either. Have a good time. I don't judge people how they spend their money. Crack a few jokes, but I don't judge. But can we, once you're done watching Beyonce perform, can we, you know, does the school district know your face? I mean, where's the balance? Because, and why am I bringing up the children? Because in all of this back and forth we've been having as a people, black men versus black women. When I brought up the whole queer thing, when Beyonce talking about queers, and it's all this back and forth. Women's rights. Let's talking about the prison industrial complex. Well, nope. If you notice this, just pay attention. Who talks about the children other than when they want? Now, here's what I tell you: people do talk about the children. People use kids as pawns all the time. Man, I do this for my kids. Nigga, you don't do this shit for your kids, nigga. You do this shit because, nigga, you like the attention. You was born and you was doing this because that'd be crazy as fuck when rappers and singers and like I do this for my kid. Look, nigga, you was rapping 20 years before you had them kids, nigga. You had kids. You been rapping since he was 6, nigga. You been rapping. You been playing basketball since before your nuts dropped. And you talking about you so goddamn full of shit. So on one hand, you kind of see children used as props. Everybody wants to look like a good parent. I don't know if Larry's still in here. I don't know if Larry's still in here, but Larry had said like we was talking about these like LeBron fans one time, and no, we noticed one former NBA player, and when the camera came around, this particular cat always knew how to smile for the cameras. But we see what kind of parent dude was. It wasn't good. Ignoring the fuck out them kids. And not just that, just when you're in that whole environment, you know what I mean? You see a lot of these so-called celebrities, they kids come around, and it looks good on camera, but you can feel the energy. You can tell when a parent don't really have a relationship with their kid because the kid lets you know. The kid's body language. If you want to see how effective a parent is at their job, read their children's body language towards them, and maybe tell the truth. You know if that child is getting what they need spiritually and mentally based on that child's body language towards that parent, and believe it. Because sometimes you'll see people take great pictures, but you look at them kids, especially when a kid gets to that preteen, when they get to middle school and into high school, that's when you really get the truth. You know, before from 0 to 7, they be having ancient ass parents and still be like la 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 la. When they get like 11, 12, read their body language when they interact with their parents. That'll tell you the truth. Larry said, "My bad, boss of Queen." Hey, nigga, you turned out boss of Queenie? Nigga, I'll slap you. Man, that's what I get. That's what see, man. Look, Larry over here fucking up in the chat room. So I would see this all the time. I would see these kids body language towards their parents. I'd be like, man, you ain't doing shit. And then I worked with a couple kids, and he be saying these, don't be that person. And a lot of celebrities are like that because not all, again, not all. I'm not saying all. There's never an all for anything, but we got to remember there's only one number one. And usually when people are really, 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 really great at something, that greatness came at the sacrifice of their family oftentimes. And to be the person, when you got that diva mentality where you got to be, see, every celebrity ain't got to be number one, like out there out front. But for those who do, those stars of stars, the ego of the star, the celebrity star, that's a lot of energy that personality needs. That personality requires levels of attention. Me, you, and anyone in this chat room reading, listening to me right now, we don't understand the level of attention a lot of these people need. So, with that being said, the relationship with the children suffers. Why am I saying all this? When you're talking about Beyonce, when you're talking about LeBron James, especially LeBron James, what you hear oftentimes is when we talking basketball, all I'm saying is the nigga has a horrible free throw shooting percentage, and then you'll get some weird ass nigga to come in, but he's a good father. Nigga, you don't know. You gotta be you gotta be in somebody's house. You gotta be at least up on him to know. Only thing we know is what the camera see. I don't know if LeBron is a good father or not. I've been around LeBron a few times, but I've never been around LeBron with his children. I don't know if he's a good father or not. So I'm not here to tell you that he's a bad father or a good father. I don't know. What I'm saying is we get so inundated with these celebrities. Like, whether he's a good father or not, he could be the greatest father. You dig what I'm saying? He could be a better dad than Carl Winslow. Beyonce could be a better mom than Aunt Viv. But does it really matter? Like, how much of our time are we spending giving our attention and hearts to these celebrities and not for things that are going to be constructive for us? That's the question I'm talking about. Basically, I'm kind of being long-winded trying to get to that point. Like the question, the topic of the show is Beyonce and LeBron James. You know, break records? Do you care? What I'm seeing is most people, a lot of people don't, but it's still a whole lot that do. And I know we can't save everybody, but I know we can't save everybody. But what we can do is put messages out there for those who are willing to listen. How important are these celebrities that you dedicate all your time, your energy, and faith into? And why? Here's the next question we got to ask: why are they so important? Why are they so important? Who put them there? Y'all know my rule. Whenever, especially after the '90s, like there have always been pop stars in American media, but Michael Jackson changed the game. Michael Jackson rose to a level of stardom that hasn't been seen before that, and hasn't been seen since. So since Michael Jackson broke the mold and created a new one, America in its media has been trying to copy that Michael Jackson model ever since. That's why they got to tell you Harry Styles is the next Michael Jackson. That's why they got to put Michael Eric Dyson and this fork tongue ass out there to compare Beyonce to Michael Jackson. They're trying to innovate the next Michael Jackson and create it. They're not leaving this a chance. They're putting these people out there in front of us. So when you see the mainstream give a black person a bunch of awards, they're always on camera. They're always getting talked about positively by a white media. You got to know there's some kind of trick in the bag. White media, for the greatest of black people, will find a way to cut you, undermine something that you did, something that you do. When you see black people constantly being praised and awarded, you got to ask yourself why. Why is this? Why are these white people so nice to that particular nigga? Now, it's not to say that they don't deserve it, they're not talented. Yes, they're talented, because this would have happened. It'll always be some lame brain. It's some idiot that's watching this video, that's going to be watching this video in 3 days, and they're going to go in the comment section and be like, but LeBron James and Beyonce are talented. It's not what I'm saying, stupid. Of course they're talented. We're not talking about levels of talent. We're talking about why is this particular one chosen. When I was a kid growing up watching basketball, and people that are 40 and up, you remember this. Remember when you used to watch games on NBC and whatever, when the players shot free throws, they always put their free throw percentage up. Basketball talk in the 90s wasn't a whole bunch of stats. It wasn't a whole bunch of such and such as 3 for 5 in situations where there's 2 seconds under the clock and blah. All these stats that they inundate you with, it wasn't like that. The only stat that they showed back in the day was when you were shooting free throws, what was your free throw shooting percentage? Ask yourself, for all the LeBron James games that you saw, why don't they ever put his free throw shooting percentage up there? Never. To make him look bad. Why does he get this treatment? Why does the media, Sports Center, and everybody every year say, what does LeBron James need to win a championship? Think about this, sports fans. Has there ever been a player in sports history, of any sport, football, baseball, that the media basically said, this particular one player right here needs all of these pieces, and every year be a constant drumbeat to get him the right players around him? Why does this nigga get so much special treatment and other niggas don't? Because American media needs misleadership. They need you niggas to buy into these cult of personalities. So you pump them up with awards. Make it easy. Change the rules. And then when it's time to vote, vote for whatever the Democrats tell your black ass to tell them to vote for. If you start a statement with "I love you, but," I know whatever is behind that "but" is a bunch of bullshit. All right. Anytime people, let's see what I'm talking about. What did I say when the show when I started tonight? There's gonna be people who comment after the video or later on. They're gonna get in and talking about some emotional shit. You hate, you hate, you hate. You don't listen. You don't listen. Listen. Too caught up in fandom and stardom. I don't blame you. That's just the way these niggas are marketed. And you buy into the program, you divert the conversation from what we're talking about to hate. 41 years old, god damn it, I ain't got time to hate shit. I look at life as a canvas and I break this shit down. We think deeper up in this chat room, yo. If you got love for me, you gotta get off that surface level. Don't say you got love for me and then be thinking on the surface level. You gotta pick up your shovel and dig. Pick up that shovel, dig deeper, go beneath the surface. We don't do surface level talk around here, y'all. And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. First of all, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new to the channel, but no, we don't do surface level here. We look at what goes on in the media and what happens with these particular entertainers. Life is a play. These people are. This is a canvas, and you break down reality based on the canvas in front of you. The picture being painted. When a picture's being painted, your job ain't to become the fan of the paintbrush. Let me say that again. When the picture is being painted, if you become a fan of the paintbrush, you don't see the picture. You're inviting yourself to something that didn't ask you to come. And the only thing you get out of that is paint on your hands. So when these TV stars, sports stars, all these people we say we love, when their drama plays out on this canvas we see called life, we ask questions, we look beneath the surface, we break it down. It's okay to be fans of people, but understand that we live in a system to where if you want to understand how the society is going to move on a social level, you better be able to decode the images that are given to you through media and the players and the parts. What piece of these people on the chessboard? Am I looking at a rook? Am I looking at a pawn? Am I looking at a knight? That's what we do over here. We use the drama being played out in life as a canvas to decode reality. And if you're thinking in terms of hate, you won't get the message. And you'll be wasting the rest of our time. Capiche? So back to what we're talking about. What's up, Kenneth Berry? Hey, was that a Was that a real tweet you just put up, Kenneth Berry, about KD? I know you really are. Salute to Kenneth Berry. Follow Kenneth Berry. That young man is a sports journalist, living his life, doing his thing, man. You're an inspiration, brother. You're an inspiration, brother. For real. I'm the kind of nigga that can get inspired by people younger than me. Oh, KD to the Suns? Oh, hell, let's on. Okay, hold on. Let me finish this point, and then we're going to talk about that. Let me finish this point, and we're going to talk about that. Okay. Okay, it's on. It's on. Let me finish this point, and we're going to talk about that. Kenneth Berry, nigga coming in here with this information while I'm... Hey, y'all, chat room, hey, where was I at before Kenneth Berry so rudely told me that good news? Where was I at before Kenneth Berry so rudely told me that good news? Hey, Larry, it's somebody, hey, Quan, man, don't time Kenneth. If y'all can time Kenneth Berry out for 15 seconds, do it. Don't put him on 300-second timeout. Oh, worshiping celebrities. Thank you, Quan. Thank you. So, worshiping celebrities. See, what happens is, can I get a little bit deeper with y'all? See, lately I've been getting deeper with y'all. I've been letting y'all more into my mind on how I think on the spiritual plane. I generally don't let you guys into my mind on how I think on that plane. But lately I've been letting y'all into my mind a little bit more, which I don't mind. I'm not scared to do it because shit, I can't be hurt by anything, so I'm not scared to. It's just that oftentimes people aren't quite ready for what you got to offer. Anybody, y'all regulars, so you niggas is ready. When you're dealing with these people who run societies, they look at the way they can be so evil and not feel like they're going to face any sort of karmic consequence is they tell you what they're going to do. They show you how society is going to be run, and they use the movies and the personalities and on TV on the camera and the music, and through the music and through the TV, you can sort of see how things are going to be for the next 10 years. Let me give you an example. For those of you who grew up in the 80s like me, go back and watch movies of the 80s. What were some of the themes of the movies of the 80s? Wall Street came out in the 80s. The 80s had a lot of movies about hostile takeovers from business, a lot of movies about like trading places, about the rich getting richer, a lot of like, remember Jumpin' Jack Flash and Burglar, the Whoopi Goldberg movies, a lot of movies about, working on computers. You know what I mean? A lot of movies about people losing their jobs. That they're because before the '70s, before the '80s, there hadn't been any cutbacks in the American economy since the Great Depression. The Great Depression of 1929, when the New Deal was introduced in America in the 1930s, there was constant growth from the 30s through the '80s. So the '80s was the first time you started to see massive cuts and you start to see a lot of mergers. So in the movies, a lot of movies about corporate mergers, cuts and budgets. They were showing you through the movies what's coming for you in reality. So if you go back and watch movies of the '80s, you'll understand the reality of the '90s. And these evil people that set these plans, because mind you, societal plans are 10, 15, 25, 50 years in advance. You and I, they make us live day to day, but they plan shit out 10, 15, 20 years in advance, 25 years in advance. So, in order for these evil people to feel like they have no karmic consequence, they have to show you. They literally have to tell you what's going on. And they use the movies, the TV shows, and the music to tell you what's going on. But what they do is, the trick bag is, they convince you to become a fan of the actor. Because the minute you become a fandom, because what's a fan? A fanatic. Fan is literally the base word for fanatic. The base word for fanatic. They convince you to become a fan, which is a fanatic. So when you become a fan of something, you know you're not watching what's going on to decode the information. You're pulling for your guy, your girl, or whoever. And you're preoccupied with your person winning, and you're missing the play. So that's how it works. You see a lot of Patrick Swayze movies. movies. You're right. Yeah, do the right thing. What did do the right thing? What did School Days do? School Days, School Days put into the consciousness of Black America, Black college, Black in the fraternity system, the frat system. A lot of Black universities were fledgling in the 70s and 80s, but School Days brought it into the consciousness. And then Bill Cosby saw what Spike Lee did, took half of his class and created a different world. And that put into the consciousness of Black America, hey, go to Black college. They knew back in 1988 when they released these movies that they were going to incrementally raise the price of college to a point to where you're going to become a debt slave the rest of your life. But if you were raised on School Days, a different world, and then another trick that they do is they they use sports. You fall in love with your favorite college team, Alabama football, North Carolina basketball. Now because you like a team, now you want to go to college. But they knew 25 years ago when they created it that way, that in 25 years college is going to be something that you're never going to, a debt that you're never going to get out of. But they use celebrity and they use games, sports. That's where sports comes into play. Sports is why people want to go. Think about it. Well, who the fuck? If it was about academics, well, none of these niggas know about Georgetown except for people who live in D.C. You wouldn't know a goddamn. Not the niggas that play basketball for Georgetown. Who the fuck would think about going to the University of Alabama? Who the fuck wants to go there? Well, that football team, you get a whole bunch of white kids that now want to leave Los Angeles, California to go to Alabama. In no world ever without sports will a white boy leave Los Angeles, California to move to Alabama for school. But if that white boy liked the Alabama football team, he's going to go to Alabama for school. Again, this isn't just Black people affects us all. They use sports as the programming. So when it comes to the music, look what happens like with people like Beyonce. Hillary Clinton needs some votes. Who does she call? Beyonce. What happened at the award show this past week when Beyonce thanks queer people for disco, for techno, for house? When she create the whole point of her doing that is to create some sort of question in the mind of the populace. Because people know music, they don't know where it comes from. So when Beyonce says queer community, now you got the queers in the UK feeling like they helped create something. You got the queers in the Caribbean. And I saw one person when I put that tweet up, it was one person that had like a Jamaican flag in their profile. And they were like, you're just a hater. House is queer music. And I replied to them, I was like, nigga, yeah, I said, it may be queer. I said, but it'd be Black American queer. It definitely ain't your queer ass music. You Jamaican. You didn't create this shit. Fuck you in black business for. But that's what it does. When people like Beyonce does this, it creates schisms and it creates questions and it misleads people. It's a very effective tool. So a Grammy is a cheap price for them to pay for them to have someone with an influence that's just going to do what they tell them to do. So that's what we're dealing with here. That's what we're dealing with here. So I'm a close this point off by saying this: Beyonce, LeBron James, they win records. Doesn't matter. Do you care? Whether you care or not is not my business. If you care, that's fine. I don't. I wouldn't judge anyone who cares because you still like people. Hell, I got certain celebrities I like, certain basketball players I like, but I'm not. It's a certain line I draw. I'm not even as much as I like. I'm a major Magic Johnson fan, but I draw the line at defending him as if I knew him. I played basketball with Magic Johnson like once. I met Magic Johnson face to face and shook his hand probably 20 times. Do I think he remembers me? Hell no. He don't remember me. I love Magic. But if somebody comes around saying that Magic was the worst point guard ever, I'm not gonna sit around and argue with you and defend him like he my brother or my friend. So whether you celebrate these records or not, just take it in stride, all right? Take it in stride. Take it in stride. And save your energy for the things that really matter. But yeah. Now back to what y'all talking about. Kevin Durant in Phoenix. That changes some things right there. That changes some things. Did Phoenix get to keep Devin Booker and Chris Paul? Help me out, chat room. Did Phoenix keep Devin Booker and Chris Paul? Oh, okay. Well, that's championship right there. As long as nobody gets hurt. As long as nobody gets hurt. We're just asking a whole lot for Chris Paul. That's a 50-50 right there. That's a KD. Yeah, yeah. See, KD just needs a point. KD needs somebody to get him the ball where he needs to get it. And what Devin Booker needs, because Devin Booker needs money. I mean, he gets money. He gets some points. But Devin Booker needs somebody that can close it out. Chris Paul used to be able to close it out 10 years ago, but he ain't got the legs to play all game and close it out anymore. And Kevin Durant is a step slower. Kevin Durant ain't been the same since he tore his knee. He's still KD. He's still, one of the top 5 players in the league, but he ain't. He used to be number one. He ain't that no more. He ain't that. Ever since he came back from the knee injury, KD ain't that no more. So this could work. And they kept DeAndre Ayton. Oh hell yeah. Okay. All right. All right. All right, Phoenix ain't playing. Hey, but look at that just happened. Look what just happened. Something just hit me. Something I'm gonna look for a download on what this means because Joe Tsai, racist owner of the New Jersey or Brooklyn Nets. I always say New Jersey. That's how you know I'm an old school basketball fan. I keep forgetting to call them Brooklyn. I still call them New Jersey from back when they played at the Meadowlands Arena in New Jersey with the red, blue, and white Derek Coleman uniforms, them Chris Child uniforms, the dark blue, Jason Kidd. Anyway, anyway, and they gave up 4 first-round picks. Oh, Phoenix is in win now mode, and I don't even. I'm not even mad at Phoenix for busting their load like that because you got Chris Paul now, you got Devin Booker now. That window on Chris Paul is going to be all but closed in 2 years. So I'm not even mad at busting the load to get to win now and get one, maybe two now. I'm not even mad at that because Phoenix has always come close, but they can never get over the top. I'm not even. That's a ballsy move right there. I respect it. I respect the balls. Pause. And I don't even like saying pause, but yeah, that deserves it. Anyway, Brooklyn, racist owner, pulls that bullshit with Kyrie. Racist owner of the Phoenix Suns was caught basically being racist. His whole ownership, Robert Sarver, and he's been forced to sell. There's a new owner of the Phoenix Suns. I forgot his name, but there's somebody new coming in as owner of the Phoenix Suns. What does that mean? I'm gonna have to look a little deeper into that. I'm gonna look a little deeper in. It could probably don't mean anything. I don't know, but Joe Tsai loses Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving on the Six of Hearts week, the same week LeBron and Beyonce break records. And I'm telling y'all something. When I read my cards when I read my cards for the month, mark my words, y'all. What were we at? I'm gonna take a screenshot. The 67-minute mark. That way, I know what I'm saying. It's about to be a cracking February. As we get towards the end of February, it, it's a lot that's gonna be going on. I mean, it's gonna be some major news. I don't know now what that major news is. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be political. I don't know if it's gonna be entertainment. I don't know what it is. I just know that in the next 3 weeks, 2 weeks, sometime around my show, February 25th at the Comedy Chateau, 10 p.m. Get your tickets right now. Mods, if you can please put the ticket link to my show in the chat room, please. And then when I'm done, if one of my mods could put it in the comments so I can pin it to the top. So I can pin it to the top. But around that time of my show, it's gonna be some big shit. It's like something I just feel it. I don't know. I feel it. More so than even the car, I just feel it. Sometimes you just feel some shit about to pop off. It's a going back to the cards. Didn't I tell y'all when I read 6 weeks ago on New Year's Eve when I read the cards for 2023? Didn't I say major earthquakes are gonna happen? I didn't know where, but didn't I not say that? And I told y'all this is gonna start happening. I pressed the number one if you listen to my reading show when I read the year 2023, Seven of Hearts. I said, with this being a year of boundaries being crossed, it's going to be some earthquakes this year, some big ones. What happened in Turkey 2 days ago? Or a couple, no, not earlier this week. What was it last week? That major earthquake in Turkey that damn knocked the whole fucking country down, city down. You have Kirk, Ralphie, yeah, Buffalo too. Yep. I said y'all be thinking I'm bullshit when I read these. Not y'all don't, but a lot. When I read these cards, it's not bullshit. When I read them cards, y'all, look, DwannBrown, I got this thing called character. I'm not perfect. I'm not always right, and I sometimes I'm flat out wrong. I fuck up. I'm human, but I got character. I'm never gonna deceive nobody on purpose. I'm never gonna screw nobody over. When I do something, I do my shit live in front of y'all so y'all can see. Like, man, look, man, and you make your own goddamn decision. I'm not going to be sitting here running my mouth talking about all these great things I can do and want to do, and or be one of these niggas that's one of these YouTubers that don't really niggas don't really know who they are, but they tell you everything that they did do. No, I'm gonna show you what I do. Welcome back, Boss Queenie. I'll make sure to slap the shit out of Larry for timing you out. I was just thinking, like, damn, when this show's over, I might have to go back in there and see if she blocked for good. Welcome back. Yeah, I remember that Bay series. Shit, I remember the '94 earthquake. That '94 earthquake fucked us up. But nah, Kevin Durant though with Phoenix, this is about to be interesting. I'm low key mad that I got rid of NBA League Pass now. Shit, I halfway want to get my NBA League Pass back now. Shit, hey, I'm about to get my NBA League shit. That's gonna be a good one. Chris Paul and Kevin Durant. That's a good matchup. That's a good and Devin Booker. And they keep Aiton. Aiton is gonna eat off this. There's no way you can defend Aiton at the basket now. No way. He ain't gotta have no real because he has great hands to catch. He gonna be catching every pass. What's Dooful Sports? Hey, watch LeBron fake injure every game against the Suns. I guarantee. Look, I'm not gonna bet because betting gambling is illegal. So I'm not gonna gamble. California just turned. California had online gambling on the law books this year, and they turned it down. But I'm willing to bet that LeBron James finds a way to not play in any of the games against Phoenix. Every remaining game the Lakers have against Phoenix with Kevin Durant, LeBron James ain't gonna play. Promise. And I promise, with Kyrie and KD being back on the West, I guarantee goddamn to you LeBron James goes back to the East next year. I appreciate the donation, Alf Bell. Much appreciated. But I see a lot of y'all like basketball. I know a lot of the women who follow me don't really fuck with basketball. But a lot of whoever's in here, if y'all want to see me talk about basketball more, press the number one. Because now with Kevin Durant and Phoenix, that made me want to talk about basketball. Now that Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are gone from that racist ass owner in Brooklyn, it's like okay, I feel better now. I didn't want because I like both players. But I didn't want that motherfucker winning shit, pulling that. Now that they gone from him, okay, I can watch again. All right, positive influence. You hit them one. Oh, Quan, you don't mind as long as they ain't arguing? Okay. Okay. All right. Because I got people in here who watch regularly that said, yeah, press one. A positive influence. I've been meaning to make you a mod for a minute. I made you a moderator. I've been meaning to make you one for a while. Like, I would make Bismarck T a mod, but Bismarck T talk too much shit. Fuck you, nigga. I'm not gonna make you a mod just because. This nigga Bismarck T be on caffeine, killing me, nigga. You would think the nigga ain't cool. People read that chat room like, nigga, Bismarck T cool the motherfucker. Not when they read that goddamn caffeine chat he ain't. So you ain't getting shit, nigga. Fuck you. But welcome, positive influence. I'm a treat Bismarck T like the ugly bitch at the club. And excuse my use of the word bitch, but y'all get what I'm saying. I don't like to use that word too much. But I'm gonna treat Bismarck T like that. I'm letting everybody else in. This nigga Bismarck T, you at the front of the line, but I promise you, I'm letting everybody else in before you. Yeah. I'm letting everybody else in. Like I'm holding the rope. I'm gonna let the midgets get in before you, nigga. I'm like, you let the two midgets in the club before me? Yep. Yep. Man, it's sad to see what's going on with Ben Simmons' mind. Like that goes. So Ben Simmons he has everything he needs, but he let social media, he let the people get in his mind, and it started being centered around those free throws, and then the shooting, and he ain't been the same. But again, celebrity. How can we break this down? How can we break this down? What's going on in front of us? I'm gonna decode this basketball. Like, okay, all right, I'll talk more sports, and I'll make sure I title it a sports show when I talk about it. So for those of you who aren't into the sports, you can choose to watch it or not. But I will be doing some more sports stuff. But I might be doing sports stuff on a different app because I want to be able to stream the games live. Remember, I was doing that last year in the playoffs, but I was more so announcing the games. I wasn't you couldn't see it. I want to get on an app where I can actually play the game on screen and talk and commentate over top of it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm with you, Kevin. Light skin do got something to do with Ben Simmons play. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, brothers. I don't want to be colorism, but I think the light skin shit do. I think Kingsbury's on the point. Ben Simmons is playing very light skin. Nigga, very scared to go to the cup. You know what I mean? Dressing fashionably forward on the sidelines when he's not playing. Nigga be looking like the most like fashion future. Nigga, that nigga past fashion forward. That's a fashion future ass nigga. Ben Simmons got that Australian light skin in him. You can tell he wasn't raised around a bunch of live niggas. Because the minute they start, but I'm not gonna criticize him. You know what I mean? Mental health is real. Mental health is real, and just because somebody's bigger, faster, and stronger don't mean they mind is in order. Man, yeah, yeah. So, well, back to Beyonce and LeBron. The dominant society, in my opinion, stuffed these two with awards because look at what LeBron said just a couple weeks ago when those Memphis cops beat up that brother. We's our own worst enemy. Then you got Beyonce trying to give black music, drawing another schism within black society. These people perpetuate messages that are poisonous to us as a group, as a people. And that's something you can't deny. Very poisonous. And we got to pay attention. And still be a fan if you want. I don't give a fuck. But be real. And get your readings at Breakthrough Card. BreakthroughCards.com is getting built right now. My web guy just hit me. I just changed my hosting. I just got activated the host on that. BreakthroughCards.com is coming up real soon. And on BreakthroughCards.com, I'm gonna have a chart up there so you can see your birthday and see what your card is, and a quick little synopsis of what each card means. All right. Oh, that reminds me. My web guy is actually working on Breakthrough Cards right now. I forgot to send him something. Shit, I forgot to send him my. Yeah, I gotta get off. I gotta get back to working, y'all. I'm 24/7 with my shit. Actually, I gotta get back to working on on my cardology site, and I'm putting together a cardology. Press the number one if you're interested in a cardology journal. I'm working on a few different cardology journals. I'm working on a weekly journal, a once a week journal, where I show you the card of the week in the journal, and you journal about how your week went and all that shit. For those, if you ain't into journaling, don't buy it. But this is just for those people who are into journaling. I have a whole series of cardology journals I'm putting together because I forgot there are people out there who actually still write shit down. I don't write shit down. I'll email myself something in my phone, but most of it I just commit to memory. So because I'm a memory ass nigga, I be forgetting people write shit. But I was talking to Tasha like last week when I was getting my oil change. Y'all know Tasha Ray, the mod here in the chat. When I was getting my oil change in my car last week, we at the dealership waiting on your shit to get changed. You ain't doing shit. Tasha called me. Now, and I was like, oh shit. So me and Tasha talked for a while, but Tasha's in the journals, and she was just telling me all about how journals work. And I was telling her I'm doing this whole journal thing, and she broke the whole journal game down to me. So I've been on my computer I've been waking up in the morning putting together these journals because I'm gonna actually use it because I'm not only gonna make it, I'm making physical journals, but I also make them PDF download journals too. So for those of you who want to journal in your phone or your, because like I'm really into my cards, you know what I mean? And so like this is the Six of Hearts week. If I had my journal active now, I would be like, man, this was the week that LeBron James and Beyonce both broke long-standing records, the most Grammys of all time, the most points of all time. And I would sit back and just put that in my journal. So one day I come back and revisit it one day when I have a deeper meaning of what that means. personally, as a cardiologist, as a human, I don't know what that means right now. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means them two doing that on the same week. Because those are two very long-standing records to break on at the same time. The Kareem has had the record since 1984, and I don't know how long the record's been around for the most Grammys of all time. I don't know. But for those two to break it on the same week, and Six of Hearts is a card again. Six of Hearts, that's the card of Christmas. Christmas is on the Six of Hearts day. That's a card of yeah. So I don't know, I'll find out. So all right, y'all down for the journal? Okay, I'm about to put these journals up on Amazon. My card of the week journal is almost done. That'll be done in a couple more days. And then when I'm done with that journal, I'm gonna get into my card of the day journal. Love yourself, people. Love yourself. All right. Love everything about you. Know that you the shit. It's not about these celebrities. You know what I mean? It's not about them. You know, have fun when you're being entertained. Have fun. You know what I mean? Enjoy your entertainment, but give yourself the love that people like to give celebrities. Let's make that a habit. Everything you want, let's get that to our children. Let's get back to focusing on the kids and what they really need. As black folks, we've been too selfish as the adults. We've been too selfish in the wrong way. It's good to be selfish, and it's that self love. Let's start to be selfish with being selfish about loving yourself. All right? And remember this, there are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those willing to pick up the game. Get your tickets to my show. And if one of my mods, if you can leave the link to my readings and my show tickets in the comment section when I end, that would be a great help if one of my mods could do that for me. A link to my tickets for my show, a link to Jayla's website, and a link on the lightthemood.com, a link to my cardiology bookings, and a link to my show. If somebody put that in the comment section so I can pin that to the top, that would be great help because I have to get back to working on my website. And I have to get back, and when I'm done working on my website, I got to listen to some music to vibe out. All right? My name is Dwan. I'm out.